Hey, everyone. It is Jane with the Let's Get Loud podcast. Hello, Alicia. Good morning.
Hello, Jose.
I don't know why, but whew, so much energy last night and last night at Spin. No, it was Monday night. I was like, hello, everyone. I am so happy to be here. And this morning at Spin as well, although I had a shitty night's sleep. What? Like just random. Like I could not fall asleep, fall asleep.
That's so
Yeah, and
annoying.
you're like, which position? I don't know. It was very annoying. Anyways, all good. I'm not feeling it right now. I'll probably feel it later today, but
Yeah.
spin was good. Spinning in the morning, it's not as terrible. It only took me 2.5 years. Like,
I
vraiment.
mean, getting up in the morning to move your body
Ooh,
is something. I did it for a long time, like a
really
good
did.
2, 3 years maybe.
Yeah.
And I loved it. And now like it's a snowstorm today, guys. We're recording a little bit early and it's a snowstorm. And I'm like, oh, like I probably won't get movement in today.
Yeah. Um, honestly, I think this is a great, we weren't even gonna talk about this, but what a great topic or moment to take and say, like movement, we've been very consistent with moving our bodies for a long time. However, it has changed so much with like what we like to do and like kind of like I think of me and it was like there was a time where I went to the gym and I stayed a longer period there, and then now it's like now I have a studio. Like life happens, like things happen. So okay, I believe in the power of habits. However, I cannot say that I go spinning because of a habit. I really like I can't say that out loud when I'm like thinking of why I go. I don't go because it's out of habit. It's literally I go because I want to. Like, and I'm like, because I found something that is very Jose that I like. And there is shit that I have done that I tried to make a habit that I don't like, that I don't want to do. So it's like there's that fine line between I get it. You got to get out of your comfort zone, even like your systems and routines. Like I get it. I know I have systems and routines as well, but I think it almost stops you sometimes to realize that your systems and routines is not authentic to you, but you've just like you've been doing it and it gives you a certain result and you don't want to lose it, so you stay there. It almost stops you from being mindful and seeing other opportunities. You know what I mean? That's my fru fru fra fra
I mean,
side.
that's a lot to unpack. And like I see what you're saying, and there is a fine line. But you are also the most extreme, don't tell me what to do, don't make a rule. Like
Mhm.
even our countdowns to the mindful body program, you're like, not doing that, not
Don't
doing
want to.
that. You can't
Don't
make
want
me.
to.
Um,
Although I've done every single one except the 10-minute walk outside.
you're like, did you wake up early and practice
I
crunch?
did 5:20.
I
I
don't
did.
even
And it was
believe you.
already a morning that I was waking up at 5:45.
I thought of that.
So I was like, okay. And I did. And I had a moment of reflection in that moment. And I thought it was like really good. It worked out. It worked out because I wanted to. And
I
I just
know.
know I'm like in that and I'm in that's the conversation in my brain right now. That's where I'm at.
And I know the whole like I wanted to piece is important. What I think sometimes happens though is people don't even give themselves the opportunity to experience what it would feel like to
Yeah.
consistently wake up and do something or to do this or to that. So it's almost like I want before you decide it's like not for you.
Yeah.
Before you tell me you don't like mushrooms,
Mushrooms. And she's talking about the vegetable.
you need to eat mushrooms.
Yes.
Cooked in butter.
Yeah. Yeah. But at the same time, listen, you're allowed to like what you like and not like, but okay. Then I got this message from a girl who was like, okay, so the trainer at my gym was told me that I'm too heavy to try spin. So that, and that I'm just gonna lose muscle instead of fat, blah, blah, blah. So now I'm all discouraged. And I'm like, I can't with these things. And that's what happens. I think that like, it's like I always see the consequence of telling people like let people fucking do the thing. And also like I'm like that makes no sense. Like sit on the bike, it's better than being at home. Like it's like we don't see the value of just trying something or doing something different than like it needs to be like, well, I'm the trainer and this is how you typically, yes, but like try to find yourself as the person that has never been here before. Just the fact that they're here, it's like I do find that there are some people that are the coach, the PT, the whatever, that I'm like, you're in a position of authority on people, a doctor, you see what I mean? A teacher, like we have some sort of like, people do look up to what we have to say. So be careful what you say because you have power. And I think sometimes people don't realize that what they say really has an impact. Like the doctor that's like, you're premenopausal, it's fucking over. I'm like, for a doctor to say that, I'm like, come on, like your words matter,
Yeah,
not just this random person. You're not a stranger. You're their doctor. They really do look up to what you have to say. So I think it is important that we allow the person to realize that there is not a solution, but opportunities. There is potential. I feel like sometimes we like literally take the potential away from people that are very vulnerable. So clearly, you tell me I can't do something, moi ça me dérange pas là. But most people are very vulnerable. And she was like, oh, bah. Then I left and I was like so discouraged. And I'm like, you don't have to listen to this person. Like,
yeah.
this is still just a human with an opinion. And just because they have letters or whatever, it is important that you are the CEO of your life, as you always say, and you make sense of what makes sense to you. But I do understand that some people don't have that, like, no,
I know.
so
And I was having a conversation with someone about something being good or bad. And
yeah.
I was like, what if we stopped having the conversation if something's good or bad and just say, is this for me? Like
Yeah.
there's
This is what I
nothing
want.
that's like it's just like, is this what I want? Is this where
Yeah.
I want to put my energy? Like that's what we need to decide for ourselves.
And I feel like society took that away from us. Like it really did. Like not only, and I said this last time, like not only is there good or bad food and good or bad ways to eat, like that's definitely in society, right? Like, oh, she eats healthy or she eats
Yeah.
whatever. So definitely that's out there. People feel it. People, and even people that have never had a weight issue or had wanted to even change the way they eat would still have that opinion. But we're living in a society where it's like good or bad habits, good or bad lifestyles, good or bad choices, good or bad things to say and bad things to say. And it's like, okay, like sometimes it's that part where I'm like, no, there is none. Like that has nothing to that. Ça t'appartient. That is for you to choose that, and that is your life. That's you. You live with your truth. You go to bed with your perspectives. But society has a massive impact on that for
And like you said, some people are more vulnerable than others.
yeah. And I wonder why. Like, why do why do you not have your personal opinion? And why does that? And I think it's a relationship with yourself. There's
Yeah.
lack of self-trust, or someone at one point has like literally made you believe that you can't trust your instinct or yourself, or that the way you think is not the right way. And that,
And I think it is even just believing this is like the beliefs of the beliefs right now. We're gonna have to change this around real quick here soon. What are we gonna do? Anyways, but if you need to believe that what people believe is just their beliefs. Like you need to understand the concept that like not everyone thinks the same way and that this is a perspective and this is an opinion. Like you have to maybe have had an experience of having one of your beliefs broken down and realizing they were limiting and unproductive and that you started thinking differently. Like it's literally a way of thinking, being. It's a mindset.
it is a mindset. And I think that one thing that's people like to be right. And
Oh,
here's the thing is, even when there is proof, like literally proof to prove you wrong, and why do we like to be right? Why is it bad to be wrong? Like, first of all,
oh,
there's no right or wrong, just I see, I understand. That's what being mindful is. And yesterday during my presentation, which is like how to build a mindful life, and I'm like building on it, Leash, and I love it so much. Like I feel very comfortable with the content and the like what you get more of and what you get less of as you approach mindfulness, and you get more understanding, which in the end creates less stress and
yeah.
less complaining,
Yeah.
and less when you can
Negativity.
understand, yeah, negativity and positivity, that was on my list. So when you can understand someone else, okay, oh, this is good. Okay, when you can understand why someone else would think something, it allows you to have more respect, more of a proper emotional conversation than just like emotions and attack. But I truly believe that the only way you get to that point where you understand other people and why they do what they do or whatever and that respect that you can have with anyone, literally anyone, that you can be in a room and be respectful and listen and whatever, is you have to do that with yourself first. So you have to understand yourself, like who you are truly deep down. So it all starts with being mindful with yourself. So no talking shit, no more guilt, trying to understand why you believe things or why you behave in a certain way. So it's like, why did I want that? And having that deep respect about who you are and why you do what you do, you can sit at a table with 7 different people who have different opinions than you, but you know your truth and you respect, you know why, so you don't need someone else to back you up. You don't need someone else to be on the same page, because you have this deep respect for yourself, that you truly are good, so that you can have this open-minded perspective and conversation. So it starts with self, like mindfulness, really, you can practice on yourself every single day. Like, why did I do what I do? Why did I say what I say? Why did I want to do that without shame or guilt, right? Without guilt ever, without judgment as well. Never judgment. Whatever you decide to do is what you wanted to do. It felt authentic at that moment. And when you can understand and be sympathetic with yourself, you can do that with others, with your kids, in your marriage. Like you can practice everything. You can practice mindfulness with yourself. So how you speak, how open-minded you are, the respect that you have with yourself. Then it starts like, I'm going to be mindful in my marriage with my spouse. Then it's like understanding, blah, 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 blah. I'm going to be, more mindful with my children, my colleagues. Like there's so many different areas, but I do believe that if you do the work within, it kind of like falls into all categories because you've done the work. Can you
I
tell?
mean, and maybe some people watching us do our countdown for the mindful body, which is already started now. And today is actually, guys, your very last day to join the
Yeah.
mindful body program alone. So it's a standalone 10-week one-time thing. Today's your last day. Any other time after this, you can still have access to it, but only as a member. But when we were getting really ready for the first coaching session, we were doing our 10-day countdown. Maybe some people are like, what is practicing gratitude have to do with my weight loss? Like, why does acknowledging my joy, why does, we're doing things that are not really, we're not like drink 3 liters of water today,
Right.
Think about what we've been asking them to do to prepare. And maybe some of them don't see the connection, but it's really getting yourself in a position and get ready for the inside work that needs to be done.
Or weight loss. That like weight loss is definitely an authentic byproduct of you finally going through a mindful life. Because honestly, being mindful means, noticing your opportunities, noticing your behaviors, noticing your emotions, understanding them. And you think that's not good enough for weight loss? I'm sorry, that is what weight loss is. You think weight loss, tu veux combien de temps weight loss, create a calorie deficit? Okay, bye. It's not that simple. Like it's complex because of all the shit, because of the behaviors, because of the emotions, because of the beliefs, because of how we react. So if you start understanding and noticing these things, and calorie deficit is weight loss, this, c'est fini, so don't even question that. That is how you create your way to weight loss. So ça va tellement bien with everything that we say. And one person that just like came into my life, like, let's say this summer, a new person that started spin. He actually changed, pretty sure on paper, his name to Life. That's his name.
Okay. I remember you telling me about this person.
Okay. So at first I thought it was just like his Facebook name or whatever. No, on his passport and on his like tickets to fly, that's what it says. So in my mind,
is there a last name?
Yes, I'm not gonna say his last name just because if you search Life. But anyways, he like,
you don't need to say his last name, but I'm just curious if he had a last name. But I'm pretty sure if the people know that someone named Life, they don't need a last name to know if it's him. It's not Monique Leblanc.
Yeah, exactly. It's not Joanne Cormier. So yeah. So anyway, so Jeff was like, I think it's the same guy as this guy, but his name used to be this. Anyways, so he just like came into my life, and I can like everything that I say in my stories that have to do with gratitude or whatever, it's always like, clapping hands. He clearly is that person that like really is all about gratefulness and mindset and whatever. He's one of those people that does the dips in the ocean in the winter.
Yes.
Is that the next part of my journey? Alicia.
Oh my gosh. Cold plunging? I mean, Jeff will probably have a cold plunge before we know it here in the
Oh my
basement.
God. Anyways, so he wrote this because I was talking about gratefulness yesterday in my stories, and it was being grateful makes what we have enough.
Yes.
And I really like that. And I was like, that's yes, I like that. Just it was simple. It was like just like 5, 6 words. And I was like, being grateful makes what we have enough. And it puts you back to the basics of why the fuck you're here. Like, and not, what you look like or what you weigh. It really is about like your worth and your value. But sometimes we have to go deeper than just, I'm grateful for all the hats I wear. It's like who I am deep down, like the things that really bring me joy and that I'm really grateful for. So I think it's really good.
And, one little bit about gratefulness there, thinking about feeling enough or you have enough.
Yeah.
So often when you're on a weight loss journey, you're not feeling enough. You're not feeling worthy. And
Mm.
you're chasing weight loss thinking it's going to cure everything and fix everything and make everything happy. Imagine if you went on a weight loss journey not trying to fix anything or cure
Mm.
anything. And it was just an authentic, like, I'm going to make changes to
Yeah.
exist my life in a smaller body and just see where that takes me. Like, imagine the power in not trying to change the size of your pants, the way you look, or the number on the scale. Like, imagine that. And gratitude is a massive piece of that.
Yeah. I almost want to say like chase your worth. Like instead of chasing a number, chasing
Very
whatever.
good, Jose.
Yeah, you like that?
Yeah.
Like as in like go and find that, go and become who you are, like deep down, like, and like you have like we all have different things that it's like really this is like who I am, like me wanting to dress up for Galentine, like I really like me literally costuming myself when we have shows. That's like a part of Jose deep down that is like who I am. Like I
It's
really
not
love
very
that.
deep. It's not very deep. We
You know
all
what
see
I
it.
mean? We all
This,
see, but like I'm not gonna like dress up like that like just on a Saturday night. You know what I mean? Like, but like, well, I mean sometimes, but not to the point of what I want to do for Galentine.
okay, so I feel like since I've spoken to you about Galentine's and now there's time has passed and some
Time has
planning has
passed,
happened.
and there's a costume. There,
Okay, you
you know
need
what
to
I mean?
notify me of this.
And wait, so my look would be considered a
Okay.
costume, whereas like you're gonna look nice. You know what I
Okay.
mean? For me, they're gonna be like, whoa. You know what I mean? You know how there's no drag this year? I'm gonna be the drag. That's basically what you know what I mean.
Whatever you're putting on your body, is it coming in the mail?
I don't know yet. I've
Okay.
asked Dana. There's one thing that Dana has in her closet that I was like,
Okay.
that is very Valentine-y, uh,
Okay.
and it speaks to whatever. But then I need to find a lower body thing.
Yeah.
So I need to like have it on my body. Where does it hit?
Okay.
What is the color scheme? I need to see it again.
Okay.
It's like a little corset that she bought at Closet, and there's like flowers on it and whatever. And I was like, that's like really cute. I want to wear a pink wig. I want to like really get into like, like it's a show,
The show.
it's a show. And you know that the deep down, like that's like really what I love. Like I had a show in my car just driving here, practicing the Galentine. P.S. You guys, we are hosting another Galentine. And when Experience Shediac reached out to us, like that was a highlight, no. So anyway, so we're so pumped. So
If
pumped.
that's
Tickets are on sale.
like to basically tomorrow,
Yeah.
like February 9th, February 8th.
9.
So
Yep.
February 9th, you guys, we're going to be in Shediac doing our Galentine. So last year was a
A
blast.
blast. And this year, guys, my DJ is coming, no. Like it's my DJ, no. I get to be the boss of the music. It's gonna be good. It's the same DJ as like our show, our podcast party. He knows what's up. He's yeah, it's not gonna be the same beat, and songs are actually gonna finish. And it's gonna be a really good mix. Really excited.
Oh
Yeah.
my goodness. And we've got some fun games planned. It's just going to be the perfect girls' night.
Yeah, it really is, huh? Yeah, there's like nothing in the winter, Friday night. Oh my God, I love it. So yeah, so anyways, if you have any questions with that, well, go on the internet and it's probably everywhere, the link. But tons of people are like waiting for that link to come out. I haven't seen them announce it yet because we're recording a little early. Okay, one last thing I want to talk about. I'm wondering what your opinion is. So did you see the joke that was at the Golden Globes in regards to Taylor Swift? And did
No,
you see her reaction?
no.
Okay. So the host, he did not get a lot of
Love. Who is the host?
yeah. I did not know.
I did see someone say, I did see like a meme that said like, I think comedians should retire from hosting shows.
Honestly, and here's the thing, I almost feel bad for, and this is thing, like, do I really want to say what I'm gonna say? I almost feel like sometimes bad for men because everything they're gonna say is like, it's like, of course a man would say that. You know what I mean? Like,
Okay.
whereas like, and I don't feel bad because I'm like, whatever, I'm a woman and I'm like, yeah, you better watch what you say. But at the same time, they live in this world where it's like, we're fucking taking over. I
Are
really feel
we?
that way. I'm really trying.
Um, but I think that also it's just like the world that we live in right now. Like man or woman, like you like there you cannot say anything.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
imagine trying to like tell jokes and host, but be like perfectly politically correct and like not offend anyone and use all the correct pronouns and like that, like it's a lot.
It's definitely, yes, I'm happy it's not me. I definitely agree.
Okay.
But like, when Tina Fey and the blonde girl
Yeah.
host, they often don't get a lot of shit because they're women and they're hilarious. And they often always bring up the point of like, well, they just have the way to make fun of men and be like, or make fun of women or whatever. It's just, they just have a better way. And there was like this whole post about like, let's bring Tina Fey back.
Oh, I like that.
Oh yeah, for sure. I just
Okay,
want
I
to.
did see one meme that it was like there was like a golem and then a costume and it said and I didn't understand the meme and it was like your when your baby mama, it was a baby mama joke. Maybe I should know it. Okay, tell me what you're gonna tell me here.
Okay,
The
so it did fall flat. The crowd did not
okay,
laugh. It did fall flat. It really did
okay,
because I watched the video. The crowd didn't laugh, and plus, like, there's a post on it that says "joke about her falls flat" at 2024 Golden Globes.
okay, okay,
Now, Taylor Swift has been massive. Like, clearly, she needed to cut. Like, it's everything's about her right now. Like her and Travis and whatever. Like, it's quite on the internet everywhere. But anyways, so he said the big difference between the Golden Globes and the NFL, on the Golden Globes, we have fewer camera shots of Taylor Swift. That's all he
okay,
said. It's very clean.
sure.
And then he said, I swear there's just more to go to. So as in like we have more shit to show than just Taylor Swift.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, it's very clean. She did not, all she did is the camera went on her, right? And she just took her drink and she drank and she just put it back. She didn't smile. She didn't do anything. She didn't
Okay.
roll her eyes. She just drank. Now, some people on the internet are saying she could have smiled. She could have done this, right? And it's like, I thought of that in that moment. And I'm like, well, how would have reacted? She didn't know this was coming. So
No.
like in that moment, you're like, don't talk about me and my boyfriend. Like, don't like, and shut up. Like, you know what I mean? She goes and sees him. She doesn't ask for this, like, take pictures of me, whatever. So she could have smiled, cool. She could have also like given him a friggin' the finger. She could have done whatever. In that moment, what felt normal to her or right to her or authentic to her was to just take her drink and get a drink and just like move on. She could have been like, cheers, like you're showing me right now. So clearly, you know what I mean? Like but you don't plan for that, or that's how she wanted to react. So I'm like, I'm curious, what do you think? Like,
I
do you think
think
she
that
should have smiled?
no, absolutely
No.
not. And she also maybe didn't even hear what he fully said. Do you know what I mean? Like she
Yeah, she could
also
have been
it's
like not even paying attention.
yes, and she didn't really fully hear, so she didn't fully know what the joke was about.
Yeah.
Like, oh
And
my gosh.
I know, and it's a big thing. Like it's everywhere. They're showing like how she reacted. Then there's this whole post. Really enjoy this post. So it's like they did. Oh, geez, I'm gonna go. Wait, just a sec. Okay, so they did this like meme. Do you see? So it's like Barbie, Taylor
Yeah,
Swift.
yeah.
I'm so sorry. I don't know what the other girl did or who the other girl is, but it says like women makes a record obliterate. Oh, this is a new word. OBLI, obliterating. Like the rating is high.
Okay.
Record rating film about how impossible it is to be a woman. Man with microphone, big boobies, haha. And it's true. Like he's like, so Barbie is based on plastic, whatever, and boobies. And like that fall flat too, because that's not what Barbie is about. You know what I mean? Like it's about women being able to do whatever. So he was like a little bit behind here, behind with the times.
Poor buddy.
Yeah.
How
Barbie is
cute.
based on a plastic doll with big boobies.
Mm.
That did not. Greta Gerwig, Greta is the writer of the Barbie, goes truly unthinkable lengths to create a film that explains the basic principles of feminism in the most accessible way possible. Like she went out of her way to create that movie, and like really, her message was really important. Average man. Barbie is based on a plastic doll with big boobies. And it's so like I'm like, poor buddy. Oh, here. This is how she reacted.
We have fewer camera shots of Taylor Swift. I swear. There's just more to go to here. Where are the jokes? Big difference.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's all she did. She just like grabbed her drink and like, so that was interesting. And so just this morning I saw that The View, which is the show, their opinion was that she should have smiled. She could have smiled. And then they're like, honestly, if that's where your brain went, you missed, were you even here in 2023? Like, you know what I mean? Like, it is not her job to sit there and like, that is not what she has to do. And you've missed the whole point of 2023 of women saying, I do what I want. If I don't want to smile, I don't smile, and don't tell me what to do. Like, or she should have done something. Like, it's literally a 2 seconds of her life. She can't know how she's going to react. And I'm just like, the fact that people would say that and women would say that about her, Yeah. And when women are like, I feel like Taylor Swift, I'm a big Taylor Swift fan just because of confidence and just like how she is like, I do whatever I want to do. And she can be show off or whatever. What is that? What does that even mean to be show off? She's just doing her thing. And when people are like, I just feel like she makes things about her and she, whatever, I'm like, are you serious right now? Like, what's wrong with that? Like, maybe you should make your life a little bit more about you. If this is your opinion about, a woman that is just crushing it in life
and owning her accomplishments.
Yeah, she's just owning it. And I'm like, how can you say that?
Jealous.
Yes, but like, how can women be jealous? Like another woman showing the world that she can do more than what a man has done. I'm like, come on, how can you not be proud of her? You're not in competition with Taylor Swift, lo.
No.
It's
like me at the wine fest with the 20-year-olds.
Oh my God. Remember how I gave you the prize of hottest over 40 with 3 children? That's your category.
Lost 70 pounds.
Yes, exactly. Wait,
lost 60. Lost 60. But gained 10 back. Oh, Manja. Hey.
We all have our category and we're all winning in our category. I truly
100%.
And that.
Honestly, at the end of the day, guys, like it doesn't even matter who's in your category.
No, do you like your life?
Absolutely.
Do you like your life?
Absolutely.
Like Taylor Swift could not like her. Maybe she doesn't even like her life.
Seems really like there's a lot of things to like.
He is one gorgeous man. Huh?
Oh, do you find her boyfriend? Not for me.
Oh,
absolutely not. No.
Wow. Yeah. So sexy.
No.
Oh, yeah.
The only thing is for me that he's tall.
Tall and like bulky. You know what I mean? Like does his thing. No, definitely gorgeous.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Did we talk about anything at all?
No, there was no like topic it was just us, catching up on all my thoughts.
Okay. I still feel like we have so many other thoughts to catch up on.
Oh yeah, no, we're gonna record another one. We're just gonna continue these thoughts, everyone. And I mean, there's a lot of goodness. There's a lot of goodness in how to be a woman and how to be more mindful and where it all starts. Okay, you guys, so here's what's up. Let's like do our announcements. First thing, last day to purchase the Mindful Body Program alone, like standalone. We also have our 4-month membership going on right now. So that's something that you should flirt with because $189 4-month membership. I think that's like you have access to everything, including the Mindful Body. Sneak peek if you still want to flirt with us. That's where we continue flirting. We're waiting for you.
Come see us
One
on
day
the
we're gonna bring you in the bedroom.
just go YWWL, Your Weight Loss Sneak Peek on Facebook and request to join that community group. There's
Mhm.
thousands of other women in that group, like-minded, that are just, we're having these same conversations that Jose and I are having on the podcast, but we're having that within that community.
Yeah.
So, join us there.
Okay. Well,
Okay.
have a fantastic day, everyone.
Fantastic.
Goodbye.